Hello everyone, my name is Shranam sir, 23CS089. My friend name is Suni. Our project is a company business system network design. Now, first of all, what is our project? So, what is our network project? So, network project is a plan implementations of a network for a company, organizations, or institution. It involves the designing, configurations, and the testing a network to meet a specific requirement such as connectivity, security, performance, and scalability. Types of network projects and enterprise network setup, campus network, data center network, cloud networking, security and firewall implementations, and network simulations and testing. Now, steps in a network project. The requirement analysis, like what component we are use, okay, routers, switches, access point, etc. Network design, keyboards, topology use, star, mesh, hybrid, assigning the IP address, LAN and subnetting, hardware and software selections, select the router, switches, firewalls, access endpoint based on the requirement, implementation and configurations. के configure the device using CLI command line argument in the graphical user interface and set up firewall rules and security policies, testing and troubleshooting, and documentation and handover, create the network topology diagrams. Now, what is the main background and objective in our project? The company system network design project focus on the building a strong and efficient network for a growing business center that moving new facilities. It highlight the importance of routing and switching to ensure the smooth communication, fast data transfer, and the reliable access to the resource. Using the Cisco packet tracer, these projects aim to create a future-ready network that meets the specific needs of the trending floor support center. What is the objective? The company system network design project aim to build a scalable and secure network with the redundancy at every layer. It includes the connection to ISP, reliable internet, wireless network for the department, WAN and subnet for the secure communications, and advanced configuration like routing, protocol, and security measures, SSH and PAT. Now, what topology used? So the company system is a hierarchical topology. There are three types of layer: first floor, second floor, and third floor, with the three layer for efficiency, scalability, and redundancy. The core layer include two routers and two multiplayer switches for the seamless data routing. The distribution layer connect the department specific blend via switches, while the access layer links PCs and wireless access point. Now, first of all, this is our whole project that indicate the three types of layer and it's connect to the core layer. Now, explain this. So here given diagram is a full view of our project. This is the three floor and each has two department. Along with this, they are connected with two multiplayer switches and four routers. All components are connected properly for making the perfect company network. So we have three layers: core layer, distribution layer, and the access layer. They contains the core router, multiplayer switches, and department in order. Now, what is the component we use in our project? So routers. The two ISP router for internet connectivity placed at the core layer for redundancy with the static public IPs. Multiplayer switches handle both switches and routing at the core layer, enabling WLAN communication. Distribution switches connect the department and manage the WLAN communication and user devices. PC at the access layer connected to distribution switches, access point, DHCP server, and server rooms. Now, this is the first floor. What is the first floor? So it is in an access layer. It is a access layer has the two which has the two department which are sales and department and human resources and logistics, also known as the HR department. It is contain the switches. This is switches, PC, printer, tablets, and access point. Laptop and tablets are connected with access point through a switch. Now, this is the basic network. There are two major departments: sales, marketing, and HR logistics. In here, given table is related to two networking. Network address, it is a unique identifier enabling communications and data transfer between the devices. Second one is a subnet mask. It is a number that identifies the network and host part of a IP address. Third one is a host address range. It is a start from the next address after the subnet address. And the last one is a broadcast address. Broadcast address, it is a special network address used to send the data packet to all the devices. Now, what is the second floor? The second floor is a also access layer and containing two department, as it is a that two department are finance and accounts. Their first floor is the HR department and finance department, and the second floor is a financier and account, and another is the admin department. They contain the same component as the first floor, only the name of that are varied. This is also same as the first floor, creating with the second floor. Now, what is the third floor? So, in the third floor, it is the department are ICT and server rooms. There are main is the server rooms, and the component of ICT department are same as other department. The component of the server rooms are three servers. They are email, DHCP, and DNS server, and one PC. Now, core router. So, what is the core router? The core router is a core layer is a given. It contains the four router connected with each other basically. Router is a device that connect your home or office to the internet, allow you to send and receive the data between your devices. The table given below is the data about the router like IP address, subnet mask, host address, and broadcast address. Basic router configurations. Enter the configuration mode, set the router name, set the password and console access, enable password protection and privileged mode. Security and message. Set up the disable unwanted DNS lookups, add the warning message, encrypted password for the better security and save the setting. Now, user and domain. Set up the set of domain name and create a new user. Secure remote access with the SSH. Generate the encryption key for SSH, allow remote login using a local users, restriction remote access to only SSH and uses the SSH version 2 for the better security. Final steps, save all configuration and exit. Now, for further static and dynamical routing, my friend is further explain you our project.
Now ahead we are talking about static and dynamic routing. The network uses both static and dynamic routing to keep things running smoothly. Static routing is a setup for fixed paths like sending traffic to DHCP servers. Dynamic routing OSPF automatically adjusts when the network changes, make it more flexible and scalable. Using both methods ensures a stable and efficient work. Now OSPF configuration on L3 switches and routers. Enables IP routing and configure OSPF process 10. Assign router ID, example 2.2.2.2 for L3 switch, 3.3.3.3 for core router, and 5.5.5.5 for ISP. Now add network statements to define OSPF areas. Save the configuration using do WR. Now default routers. Set default routers on routers using serial interfaces. Set default routers on L3 switches using gigabit interfaces. This ensures power forwarding to traffic to external networks. Now IP address assignment on core router. Assign IP addresses to gigabit and serial interfaces. Use no shutdown to activate the interfaces. Set a clock rate for serial connections and save the configurations. Ahead IP address assignment on ISP router. Configure serial interfaces with IP addresses. Use no shutdown to enable them and save the configuration. Now we are talking about switching configuration. Basic switch setup. Set the switch name. Add password for security. Turn off unwanted DNS lookups. Show a warning message. Enable SSH for secure remote login. Save the settings. What are VLANs? VLANs help separate departments in the network. They reduce network traffic and improve security. Example of VLANs: VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30, VLAN 40, VLAN 50, and 60. VLAN 10 for sales and marketing, VLAN 20 for HR and logistics, VLAN 30 for finance, VLAN 40 for admin, VLAN 50 for IT support, and VLAN 60 for server room. VLAN setup on distribution switch. Set up trunk parts, fast communication between switches, and create VLAN 30, which is we use for finance, and VLAN 99 for black hole. Assign finance department computers to VLAN 30. Assign shutdown ports to VLAN 99, VLAN 99 and save the settings. VLAN setup for L3 switch. Set up trunk ports for multiple VLANs. Create VLANs for different department and to save the settings. Now subnetting. Subnetting divides the network into smaller sections for better IP management. The main network 192.168.0.022 is divided for different departments. Examples VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. VLAN 10 for sales and marketing and 20 for HR and logistics. These help prevent IP conflicts, improve security and allow future growth. Now security measures. Access control list. ACLs controls which devices can communicate. Example rule: allow VLAN 10 to communicate with VLAN 20, block all other traffic. ACL helps improve network security by filtering traffic. Now network address translation. NAT hides internal IPs and allows internet access. PAT allows many devices to share one public IP, used to protect internal devices and manage IP address efficiently. Port security. Port security restricts unauthorized devices for connecting. Rules for finance department. Only one device per port is allowed. MAC addresses are learned and saved automatically. If a new device is plugged in, the port shows down for security. This prevents unauthorized access and improves security. Now, monitoring and management. Network monitoring helps track performance and detect issues. SNP, Simple Network Management Protocol, is used to monitor devices. Logging and alerts help capture important events for troubleshooting. SNMP configuration. SNMP allows network monitoring and device management. SNMP commuting string used for secure access. And SNMP traps send alerts to a management server. Examples: setup on a router enables SNMP, set a read only access, key send alerts to a monitoring server. Now logging and alerts. Logs record network events, helping in troubleshooting and security. Syslog server stores logs from network devices and alerts notify admins about critical issues. Example setup. Logs are stored on the device. Logs are sent to an external syslog server. SNMP traps notify critical events. Why monitoring is important? Here, 4 points are given why the monitoring is important. First of all, detects network issues early, prevents security threats, improve network performance, and helps in troubleshooting and maintenance. Now, testing and validation. Packet tracer used to test the network setup before real implementation. It helps in designing, configuring, and troubleshooting network devices. Simulation processes. Network design, router switches, PCs, and servers were added in packet tracker configuration. Devices were set up with IP address, VLANs routing, and security settings. Traffic simulation. Network communication was tested to ensure proper connectivity. Why simulation is important? Detects error before real deployment, ensures smooth communication between devices, helps in troubleshooting and performance testing. Now, troubleshooting. During testing, troubleshooting was done to fix network issues, checked if devices could communicate with VLANs and between departments, fixed DHCP issues so devices could get IP address automatically, verified OSPF routing to ensure smooth communication, adjusted ACLs to allow necessary traffic and block unauthorized access, ensures port security worked correctly, allowing only one device per port in the finance department. This is the results and evaluation. Here the address 192.16.15.14 is being run with a 32 bytes of data. Here the result for the same is a given. There are four packets sent and four packets received. Therefore, there is zero loss and 0% loss. Approximate round trip times is in milliseconds. Minimum is 0 milliseconds and maximum is 1 millisecond. So here we are giving an average round trip time is 0 milliseconds. Now the conclusion. The company's network was successfully designed and implemented with a well structured structured approach. Key highlights include a hierarchical network model with redundancy for reliability, VLAN segmentation to organize department efficiently, inter-VLAN routing for smooth communication between departments. Security measures like access controls list ACLs and port security, NAT and PAT configures for efficient internet access. Quality of service QoS to manage and prioritize network traffic. Testing in Cisco Packet Tracer confirmed that the network works well, providing security efficiency and scalability for the company needs.